Let me ask you something. How many times have you found yourself staring at the charts, waiting for the perfect setup, only to click out of boredom? Or maybe you've closed a winning trade too early because you were too tired to manage it. Here's the truth. Most traders don't blow up their accounts because of bad strategies. Let's be real. If you're watching this, you probably already know how to read charts, set entries, and place stops. That's not the problem. The real killer? Mental fatigue. And here's the scary part. Trading fatigue doesn't hit you like a market crash. It's not loud, obvious, or dramatic. It's sneaky. It whispers. It creeps in slowly. When you've been staring at the screen too long, refreshing charts even when nothing's happening. It shows up when you're drained after a long session, distracted by life, or simply overwhelmed by too much data. And in that state, you're not really trading, you're reacting. You click out of boredom, you force trades that aren't in your plan, or you hold losers longer than you should because you just don't have the mental strength to cut them. Suddenly, it's not your strategy failing, it's your focus. You're losing money not because of the market, but because your mind gave out first. But here's the good news. You don't have to let fatigue control you. In fact, you could train your mind the same way you train your strategy. Today, I'm going to share 3 simple but powerful mind tricks that will help you conquer trading fatigue, sharpen your focus, and protect your capital. And the best part? These aren't complicated systems or expensive tools. They're quick mental resets you can start using today. Simple psychology, proven to work, that keeps you disciplined even when the market is trying to wear you down. Tip number 1, the reset button. Let's get one thing straight. Your brain is not a machine. It's not designed to run at full speed for hours without a break. When you push it too far, it doesn't just slow down, it shifts into survival mode. And when you're in survival mode, you don't think clearly. You react. You click impulsively. You chase trades you would normally avoid. That's when mistakes happen. Now, here's the scary part. Most traders don't even realize when they've crossed into this state. You might think you're still analyzing the chart, but really, you're just looping, staring at the same candle, the same price level, convincing yourself you're doing something useful. Or maybe your hand is hovering over the mouse, ready to enter a setup you know isn't part of your plan, simply because you're mentally exhausted and craving action. This is exactly why you need a reset ritual. Whenever you notice your focus slipping, eyes glazing over, brain fog setting in, that's your cue. Pause. Step away for just 2 minutes. Here's a simple reset routine you could do right at your desk. Close your eyes. Take 10 slow, deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. As you exhale, feel your shoulders drop, unclench your jaw, and relax your grip on the mouse. Now, this isn't just some fluffy relaxation technique. It's neuroscience. Deep breathing triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body that tells your brain you're safe. You can slow down. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and literally clears out mental fog so you can think with clarity again. Think of it like rebooting a frozen laptop. If your screen is lagging, your instinct isn't to pound harder on the keyboard. You restart the system. Your brain works the same way. Instead of forcing it to keep grinding when it's overloaded, you hit reset and come back sharper. And here's the key. When your mind is clear, your trades become clear. You stop making decisions from a place of fatigue and desperation. and start making them from a place of focus and discipline. The reset button is simple, but don't underestimate it. Just 2 minutes of resetting your brain could save you from hours of regret and hundreds of dollars in unnecessary losses. Tip number 2, the one decision rule. If you've ever felt mentally drained during a trading session, it's usually not because the market is too complicated. It's because you're overthinking. Think about it. Most traders don't just ask themselves one question when they see a price moving. They ask 100. Should I enter now or wait? What if I miss the move? Should I move my stop? Should I take partial profits? What if it reverses right after I enter? What if I hold it and it keeps running? What if? That constant mental chatter is exhausting. It doesn't just eat away at your focus. It creates doubt, hesitation, and eventually decision paralysis. By the time you finally choose, the setup is gone. Or worse, you jump in late and sabotage the trade. Here's the trick. Shrink your mental load down to just one decision. Instead of juggling 100 possibilities, ask yourself, what's the single decision I need to make right now? Right arrow if you're not in a trade. The decision is simple. Do I enter or do I wait? Right arrow if you're in a trade. It's, do I hold or do I exit? That's it. One clear question, one clear answer. When you start applying this, something amazing happens. You stop wasting energy on battles that don't even exist yet. You stop living 3 trades ahead, worrying about 10 different scenarios that might never happen. Instead, you deal with the reality in front of you. It's like playing chess. Beginners panic about every possible move their opponent might make, and they burn out trying to think 20 moves ahead. But masters, they calmly focus on the next move, then adjust as the game unfolds. Trading works the same way. By narrowing your focus to one decision at a time, you not only conserve mental energy, you trade with more confidence. You no longer feel like you're drowning in a sea of possibilities. You're simply making the next best move. And remember, consistency in trading doesn't come from making perfect predictions. It comes from making disciplined decisions, one after another. The one decision rule keeps your mind sharp enough to do exactly that. Tip number 3, the energy anchor. Here's a huge mistake most traders make. They treat trading like it's purely a mental game. Charts, analysis, entries, exits, it all seems to happen in the head. But the truth is this: your brain doesn't operate in isolation. It runs on the fuel your body provides. If your body crashes, your mind follows. Simple as that. Think about it. How often have you been sitting at your desk for hours, staring at the screen, and suddenly realized your shoulders were tight, your breathing was shallow, or you hadn't even had a sip of water in 2 hours? In that state, your brain isn't sharp. It's dehydrated, tense, and running on fumes. And in that condition, even the best strategy can't save you from poor decisions. This is where the energy anchor comes in. The idea is simple. Choose a small, physical action that you can repeat throughout your trading session to refresh your body and reset your focus. It doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the simpler, the better. This could be as small as white heavy check mark, taking a big glass of water every hour. White heavy check mark, standing up and stretching for 30 seconds. White heavy check mark, shifting your posture. Sit tall, roll your shoulders back, take a deep, powerful breath. On the surface, these actions look almost too simple. But here's the key. You're not just moving your body. You're building an association. Every time you perform your anchor, you're sending a message to yourself. I'm in control. I choose discipline over impulse. Over time, this conditioning works like muscle memory. Just like athletes have pre-game rituals to get into the zone, you'll have micro-rituals during trading to keep yourself sharp and disciplined. And here's the science behind it. Physical movement increases blood flow, oxygenates your brain, and lowers stress hormones. Even something as basic as drinking water can improve cognitive performance. That tiny boost of energy can be the difference between patiently waiting for your setup or clicking out of frustration and losing money. It might sound small, but it's the small habits that build mental resilience. If you can train yourself to reset with a quick physical anchor, you'll be far less likely to sabotage your trades when fatigue starts creeping in. So remember, the energy anchor isn't about exercise, it's about discipline. It's a signal. Every sip, every stretch, every breath is a reminder that you're not a slave to impulses. You're a trader in control. So let's recap. Let's quickly bring it all together. The reset button. This is your emergency brake. When your brain starts lagging, when your focus feels scattered, you don't power through. You pause, you breathe, and you reset. Just 2 minutes of stepping back can save you from hours of regret and unnecessary losses. Remember, a clear mind makes clear trades. The one decision rule. This is your weapon against overthinking. Instead of drowning in a sea of what ifs, you bring your attention to the only thing that matters in this moment. One single decision. Do I enter or wait? Do I hold or exit? That's it. By keeping it simple, you can conserve mental energy, cut through the noise, and move forward with discipline instead of doubt. The energy anchor. This is your foundation. Your brain can't stay sharp if your body is running on empty. That's why you build small physical rituals, drinking water, stretching, adjusting your posture, that act as anchors. Each action reminds you, I'm grounded, I'm disciplined, I'm in control. Over time, these tiny anchors become a powerful habit that keeps you steady when the market gets chaotic. Put together, these 3 mind tricks form a system. 1 resets your mind, 1 sharpens your focus, and 1 protects your energy. Think of them as your shield against fatigue. Because remember, trading isn't just about strategy, it's about stamina. The traders who last are the ones who protect their energy just as fiercely as their capital. Remember, trading is not just about charts and strategies. It's about managing your energy. The market doesn't care how tired you are, but your results will. Protect your focus like it's your capital, because it is. If this video brought you value, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button. It tells YouTube this content matters and helps more traders like you discover tools to stop losing money. And of course, make sure you subscribe, because every single week I share proven trading psychology hacks, mindset strategies, and mental frameworks that you won't hear in most trading courses. This channel isn't just about charts. It's about helping you master the one thing most traders ignore, your mind. Now I want to hear from you. Seriously, take a moment and comment below. Backhand index pointing right, which of these 3 mind tricks, the reset button, the 1 decision rule, or the energy anchor, are you going to start using in your next trading session? Because here's the thing, trading psychology isn't theory. It only works if you actually apply it. Writing your answer in the comments will lock it into your mind and make it more likely you will use it when it counts. And if you've got your own tricks or rituals to beat trading fatigue, share them too. I read every comment, and who knows, your idea might help another trader stay in the game. Remember this: the market doesn't reward who's the smartest or who stares at charts the longest. It rewards the trader who can stay calm, focused, and disciplined while everyone else is burning out. Fatigue drains accounts. Focus builds wealth. So protect your energy, sharpen your mind, and treat yourself like the asset you truly are. Thanks for watching, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next video.